my backyard. In case you're wondering. Yeah, don't ask me how this. Oh, this is all. What do they call it? Bermuda. So that's the back side of the house. You can see I haven't finished the corners or anything. Got a couple trees planted. The septic system is this field here. So the tank is right over here, and then it goes out here to this junction box, and has two lines that come out this way. Yeah. Kinds of little trees coming up. This is the north side of the property, and this is where the tornado went through. So you can see it's like hell, there's still debris that I got to clean up out of there. I can't quite get to easily. So many trees split and damaged. Anyway, we will not focus on that today. Just gonna take a quick little walk around. For today's walking pleasure, I'm carrying my Roy Rogers original 22 caliber cowboy pistol, just for the hell of it. Actually, it's not Roy Rogers. Ooh, it is getting hot today. Wow. I didn't realize that. See, this is debris still left over from the tornado. You believe? Well, yeah, there you go. I'm telling you, the tornado came through here, and this was just laying in the field, but it was covered in rocks. Yeah. It's a shame I can see my neighbor's property right through there. I don't want to. I've caught them, well, they didn't know anybody was occupying the property, and they came trespassing through. They were hunting, and of course they've got a small little property, and deer ran on my property, as it should, because they don't have anywhere to go on their property. I mean, it was stupidity on their behalf all the way around. It's my great oak tree. Sits in the corner of the property. It did get some damage from the tornado, but overall not doing too bad. I'm hoping to get out here this year and clean up around it. Gum tree. I don't know what kind of tree this is here. For all I know, it's an invasive pear or something. And then this is, of course, the sawtooth briar. And this, I'd be willing to bet you, is tree of heaven. Yep, tree of heaven. You can always tell by the stink. Oh, look at that. Gail, this one's for you. This is, I believe, this is the vine for passion fruit. There you go. I'm telling you, this stuff is everywhere. Don't believe me? Prove it to you. More gum trees. This is actually the side of the property where I thought about building the house. This is a hillside over here, and still needs some work. Yeah, that tree got damaged by the tornado. Told you, tornado came right over the house. Look at this, look. House. Tree damaged by tornado. Tree damaged by tornado. That right there is another tree that was taken down by the tornado. Yeah, I'm lucky to have a house. I will say, so I doubled the, they're called hurricane, I think, anchors or bolts or whatever. Anchor bolts that bolted to the foundation. And I ended up doubling that, mostly because I didn't feel confident in the ones that were there. And I know what they're used for. Yeah, here we are. Tree taken down by a tornado. I also did 2x6 construction, which is kind of more standard nowadays. But I also did 16-inch on center and 24 instead of 24-inch on center. So I think I got a little bit more stability out of that. Plus, never get rid of the animals. Plus, I do believe in blocking, which is, you put some pieces of wood between the studs. That, and I spent a lot of time going back and re-nailing it because, well, the guy I hired didn't nail very well. Half the time he missed the stud, but he had his tank, his air compressor, that nail gun. The pneumatic pressure on the nail gun was set too high, so it was almost shooting through the wood, and certainly would shoot through the wood if he missed the stud. So there was a good bit of work to fix up. Yeah. Need that hawk to come back around. It's hot out today. Trees are stressed. You can always tell when they've got red leaves on them. Of course, the speckles kind of indicate that there's probably a fungus, but when they're stressed, they're less able to fight it off, I think. Good bit to clean up through here. Gail, there's some rocks on the property. That one's got a fossil on it. I was out here mowing earlier today, and I'm passing right by here. There's a buck, little guy, probably a couple of years old, but big horns on him, standing right here staring at me. And because he was squared up perfectly with me, all I could see was 2 legs and a head. And that was through the corner of my eye, so it freaked me out when I saw it, of course. I think I went flush. Got some rocks on this property, I think. Oh, I don't know if I've got it in me to hike this today. It is hot. It's supposed to reach 100 tomorrow. But you know what? For you, I'll do it. Of course, I'm already sweating my ass off. This trail was put in by this guy that was hired to do it by one of the previous owners. My understanding is he offered to do a controlled burn for free. Why they didn't do it, I don't know. See all this crap in here? Wouldn't be here. Oh, it's hot. Yeah, I'm winded. It's a lot to do with the heat. Hey, look at that guy. That's a three-toed box turtle. I don't know why they call him that, but cute little guy, huh? I'll let him be. He preferred to remain anonymous. I'm going to trim these trees at some point. Just up, not back. There aren't enough trees on this property, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, here's a wee bit of thinning, but we're gonna open up the floor. What the heck was that? Yeah, we'll open up the floor. We'll get some stuff growing. Try to correct some of these trees, cut the vines. Try to get it so it's normalized. I don't know if they harvested the property or not. Seems like there's very few really big trees. Well, except for back here. That is a gum tree. That's probably 50, 60 feet tall. Hard to say. Sometimes it's hard to estimate these things. Yeah, I'm drenched in sweat. Look at that. There's a bunch of ducks out there. Okay, I'm going to try to get a view for you without getting too close. There's a lot of ducks sitting on that big rock out there. It's kind of interesting coming out here without the rhino, I guess. Oof. Hot, dry, scorching, ground cracking. I think it's supposed to rain in a day or two. Maybe a few days. You can see when they built this trail, they just simply plowed through the trees and branches snapped and twisted around. They didn't do anything. They didn't care. They just wanted the trail. Don't get me wrong, I kind of like the trail. Hang on a second. Sorry, I got buzzed by a fly. I just swat him away. I'm a deadeye. I probably could have shot him with my pistol, but I didn't want to waste the bullet. Oh yeah, look at those little guys. There's a bunch of little tadpoles in there. Really tiny little peepers, probably. Nice. I can hear the stream, or whatever you want to call it, the creek, chirping, babbling, whatever you want to call it. It's an interesting flower in a clover type plant. Gail, there's another one for you. There's the egg we saw the other day. Heard something here. It's probably just a squirrel. Okay, give me 1 sec. Hang on. Okay. We go this way. This is the rougher trail. It's a little more fun. It's also a little more narrow and a lot bumpier. So I don't normally ride it with the Rhino or the tractor or whatever. It probably could use a little bit of work. Yeah, that creek is barely flowing at this point. Show you in a second. That's a skink. It's a kind of blue-tailed skink right there, but you're never going to see him. He's a little tiny baby little guy. Beautiful, vibrant colors when they're young like that, or when they've just, molted or whatever. I'm not going to go down this stream. I love the ferns. Look at this guy. Right there in the moss. Right there in the rock. Some more. I'm just always amazed at their ability to hang in there. It's mostly gum trees. That black walnut right there luckily did not get destroyed by the tornado. Actually, a good bit of them didn't, believe it or not. These are almost all black walnut through here. There's another big one right there and there. It's a lot of black walnut. It's not really a valued wood around here. It's probably because it comes up quite readily. Need to mow this area, don't I? Try to keep the grass short, keeps the ticks down. Like these trees right here are all tree of heaven. Probably need to come out. I say probably, they will come out. These over here, there's tree of heaven. These are sycamores. A couple gum trees. It's interesting that you don't see as much maple around here. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the field mowed. In part it's the ticks, in part it's the invasive species of, well, I shouldn't say they're invasive, but it's all the sawtooth briar. Anytime that I see a little tree sapling come up, I do my best to mow around it. Doing a pretty decent job, I think. Incidentally, Gail, somewhere around here I spotted a fresh little sapling passion fruit. There it is, right there. Yeah, I recognize the leaves. I'll show you. Some more up there. I can go by the stream, but it's hot. It's a nice day out here, though. I don't know, it just looks nice. Nice walk around and take a look at things. Gosh, after this walk, I might actually go skinny dipping. I shouldn't be telling you that. I'm going to get blocked on YouTube. There's a little oak tree coming up right here. So I'm going to try to move around it. So I cut this little path so I'll let that area grow in, let that oak tree come up. So somewhere right around here, there's some more passion fruit. Oh, there's some right there. Yeah, see. Oh yeah, it is turning wrinkly. Oh my God, there's tons of it. Huh. Well, can't hurt to pull one or two, right? Yeah, so you see the new buds coming up in there, and there's a flower right there. Crazy looking thing, huh? It looks like it's upside down to me. Oh, there you go. So some passion fruit. Actually feels light. I heard it was supposed to feel heavy. That wasn't the one I was looking for. There's another one right over here somewhere. And it doesn't feel that heavy to me. Oh, who knows? It's all over the place around here. All right. There's a big patch of passion fruit by the entry coming into the property. Gail says I absolutely must put a trellis up for it. And she's probably right. I just have so many things to do right now. Incidentally, there's a lot of rocks on this property. Alright. Avert your eyes. I have asparagus coming up over here. Of course, this is a big, massive chunk, mostly weeds. But the asparagus is coming up by that cedar over there. Probably can't see it in the video. And then by these rocks, well, there's a tree in front of it. That's an apple tree. And then there's some dill, and those are pickles down there. I mean, I'm not, this is just, threw it in the ground and I ignored it, but yeah, look at that. And there's plenty more on here. It's nice. Okay. Whew. Ah, feels wonderful in here. Well, there's the house and the dog. So, been working on carrying the drywall around. Kind of makes it feel more like a room, doesn't it? See Eric's clock. Bought a bottle of Sangiovese, some Centennial IPA. So, I had to. You probably laugh at my sort of ADD approach to building, but the idea is I had to get the essentials put in so I could live in here, but then the reason for doing the drywall only partially and painting partially was that the mini split goes in over here. So this wall had to basically be more or less done so they can do it. And I have an appointment for them now, which is pretty cool. So yeah, they're going to put the mini split in. I got a Mr. Cool. It's a 24K Advantage over here. A bunch of pile of junk, but so the Mr. Cool is supposed to be one of the easiest to install, and I could probably do it myself. My stained glass window is still around, but I'd rather not have a mistake. So I hired somebody. And it's going to cost me some money. It'll probably cost me between, I don't think it'll cost me less than $500. Might cost me upwards of $1,000. But that's about it. Oh yeah. And the big ass wood chipper. We're going Fargo in the future, people. Anyway, this is about it. You know, I pulled everything away from the wall for the mini split install. Pretty much all the wiring is run. There's only there's a handful of things to connect up still, but we're pretty close. Just gotta keep doing the drywall. Afa hates it. I don't know why. Alright, enough for now. Talk to you later.